What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Vancity Audi. My name is Adam, and we have the B8 S4 back out at Mission Raceway. Today, I've stepped it up from that 93 octane file, and I am using this Dual Pulley Stage 2 E40 file. I am making a bunch more power on this. We dynoed this car at 444 wheel horsepower on this setup. So at the crank, I'm just over 500 horsepower. I am very, very interested to see how well I can get this thing to put down power. I've only gone down the track, I think, 3 times with this car so far, so it is a big, big learning process for me. It launches very, very differently and handles very differently than the RS3 on track. So I'm gonna get out there. There are some crazy, crazy fast cars today. I don't think I have a hope in hell of beating anybody, but I might line up beside some crazy ass hot rods and get smoked. I'll have a nice view, a nice angle from the driver's seat as they fly by me, but I'm still gonna make the most of it. I am very excited to see how this integrated engineering Dual Pulley E40 file works out on the track here today at Mission Raceway. Let's get to drag racing. So I'm lined up, I'm ready to rock and roll with my Dual Pulley Stage 2 E40 B8 S4. I'm gonna log my runs to make sure my car is running as it should. I have no idea if I'm gonna get a single run or I have to race with somebody else. But like I mentioned in the opening, I'm still learning this car. So I gotta perfect my launch and see how I can better launch this car over and over and over again to constantly improve, get that 60 foot down, and get quicker ETs as we go. Oh, they got me against beast mode over here. Monte Carlo SS. 10-0 it looks like he has dialed in. About to get smoked. This is a sportsman tree as well. I'm definitely not used to this. I usually do a pro tree. Whoa! Massive hesitation from first to second. Getting smoked. Massive hesitation, crazy wheel hop. First run in E40. Didn't feel too great. My first run ever, E40 on draggy, an 11.41 at 121. I ran an 11.42 at 120 on the street with the E30 single pulley file. So I know I have a lot more to improve on. It shows a 163 60 foot on draggy, so that's probably like a 161 I would imagine on the slip. It has now been 2 full weeks since that day at Mission Raceway Park where I was drag racing my B8 S4. Sadly, on that day, I was kicked off the track. I was told by the track officials that my Bridgestone RE71Rs were not true drag radials, and that is true. They are street radials. They are more of an autocross tire. The group that had rented the track that day were very, very serious drag racers. I was actually invited to that track day, and they said that they only wanted slicks or drag radials. So I bowed out, and I'm back out here 2 weeks later with the exact same setup on the back roads of Mexico. I didn't want to just make a video with the one run at the racetrack and that's it, because it seemed like a pretty bunk run. I had that hesitation on first to second, and it didn't feel all that great. So I'm back out here doing my thing, trying to see if I can do any better. I'm just gonna try 1 or 2 times. If I run it once and it seems like it runs healthier and better, we'll leave it at that before I modify it further. I just wanted to see what it could do on this E40 file. First time out, not having any experience with launching this car on this file. It's a bit of a difficult thing, as I mentioned in the opening, because I'm not used to it. It is very, very different than launching my RS3, and I'm still figuring things out. The difference is today between the day out at Mission Raceway, it is significantly hotter today. My trap speed will be down. The DA is significantly higher. I think it's about 1400 right now compared to, I think it was 1000 DA back in the day that I raced. Everything on the car is the same, so I expect the results to be slightly better. I'm hoping traction will not be as good, obviously, because we are on just standard streets here. We're not on a prep drag surface, so my 60 foot's gonna be worse. My launch should be worse, but I'm hoping that that 1-2 shift will be better and I'll be able to run a quicker time out here today. DA is a little higher. Ambient temperature is about 5 to 6 degrees Celsius warmer. but I just want to see what this thing can do. Friggin' hell. Yeah, boy. So I managed one run, it felt fairly good, so that's all we're going to do for today. We'll wait for more modifications or for me to get back out to Mission Raceway for another day to test this thing out and see how it does. My 0 to 60 in that run, 3.27 seconds. That's pretty damn impressive. I know I'm gonna do even better at the track once it launches and hooks and bites rather than spinning the tires like it just did. My launch was much more of a spin than a bite, and if I remember correctly, I had some wheel hop and all over the place, and then that 1-2 shift was pretty crappy at the track, so that was better. As for my quarter mile, as I suspected, if I had a cleaner launch and I didn't have that wiggle and that kind of bog from first to second, I'd do better. I managed an 11.38 at 120.7 miles an hour. So definitely lower on the trap speed as was expected. It's super hot out here today. So I knew that I was gonna be lacking power on the top end, but if I had a cleaner 1-2 and a better shot out the hole, I would have a better ET, and I managed that 11.38. I know this car is definitely capable of more though. There you have 2 runs in my B8S4, tuned by Integrated Engineering, running their Stage 2 Dual Pulley E40 file. I managed a best of an 11.38 on the street and an 11.4 on the track, and I know there is so much more in it. I haven't even played with any of the different RPMs for launching. There's multiple different ones that you can use with their TCU file, so you launch out of the hole at a different RPM. Haven't even dealt with that yet. My mechatronic is acting all kind of weird. Some of my shifts work, some of them don't. I tried to do a clutch calibration and I wasn't able to do that, so I know something is up. We are sure that something's going to break eventually, but we're going to still have fun with it while it is still in one piece. So stay tuned to the channel. We aren't sure if we're gonna go back to the track with this same setup and see if we can improve on it, or whether we're gonna continue modifying the car in hopes that we'll go even faster. So stay tuned for that. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care.